This is a different video and it's more of a question. Why are the Mushoku Tensei comment section so gung-ho about arguing for slavery? Let me rephrase it. Why are they so gung-ho about explaining that slavery was the norm? I even had someone just commented that slavery existed in America and Russia. You're telling me, YaBoyRocklee, that slavery was legal right here in the United States? Like I don't know that. I know about slavery, and that's why I was bothered in the video. I know about it. The entire reason Jamaica the nation exists is because the Queen was rounding people up from Africa and having them work in the Caribbean doing work. Same thing in America. The French tried it with the Haitians, and the Haitians kicked their ass out of the island. And then the French did a trade embargo to make sure that Haiti would never be prosperous. So trust me, I know that's why I was bothered. Now, in that reaction, you'll hear us be bothered, rant about it, get to a point where we're like, well, I guess there's nothing Rudy can do. You know, I get it. And then move on. So it's like, oh, I see why those black men were outraged, but it seemed like they understand there's nothing he could do. And those Nigerian men just moved on. Okay? That is what I would expect people to comment with. But they're like, I can't believe that you guys don't understand that slavery was normal. And there's nothing Rudy could do about it. We know. That's what we said, if you listen to the entire video. But as soon as they heard us get outraged, oh, we got to defend Rudius. We got to defend him because the Nigerian men are attacking our beloved protagonist. Can't let that happen. Look, man, we know that there's nothing he could do. We said it. Now, this video is not about actually debating whether or not Rudy should or couldn't do anything about it. As said, and as we'll still say, yeah, that's the way the world works. He didn't get that girl, someone else is going to get her. So he just partaking in the system and getting him a slave girl. She's probably going to have a good life. Haven't seen the next episode. At least better than she would have had. And that's just the way things are. He can't undo the whole system. What is he going to do, right? Exactly like we said. But of course, we went through our stages of outrage before we got that. It's like, damn, how come you didn't pay your mortgage on time? Like, what are you doing? That is an irresponsible thing to not pay your mortgage on time. You got to do it. I lost my job. There's no money in the bank. Can't do it. So I had to skip a week. And you're like, oh, okay, that's a good reason. I was outraged for a bit because it's very irresponsible. But after I heard your explanation, or after I thought about it, decided I'm not going to be outraged anymore. That's pretty much what we went through. But again, I keep coming back to it. Look at this comment right here. This person isn't even talking about Rudy or people getting rid of slavery. He's talking about us in the modern world and saying we wouldn't even do jack shit. I would. Hell, I'm a veteran and I'm a warrior and I'm a goody two-shoe. So I would probably do something, but admit it, most of y'all wouldn't. And I like what he said, by the way. I like it. That's not a shot. I like it. Because he's right. I wouldn't do shit. I'm like, ooh. If I woke up in a different world and the people were being enslaved and it wasn't me, I'm like, this is wrong. I'm too much of a coward and I don't have any real power to do anything about it. So I'm just not going to participate. But that warrior woman right there, I want her to come home with me. She's going to be free, but free with me. That's probably what I would have done. So anyways. So this person, as you can see, is arguing with this individual, and he's not even arguing with the right thing. He said, you are being judgmental about this. Whoa, stop it. You're actually misjudging the very thing that you're coming to argue with. So this is where my outrage is coming from, guys. People are so ready to defend or say it's okay or desensitize the slavery thing that see how he did to that person? That's exactly what's still happening to me. But this is just a clear representation. They're arguing against things that don't even need to be argued with. This person is not even saying anything about how those people should feel in that time period. And you got a whole thesis ready. And it's wrong. That's not what the person's talking about. And this is your argument. They just got it. You know, I live in a gun state as Florida. People got these arguments right there in the left pocket, man. Or right arm. I don't actually use firearms. But they got this slave argument just ready. You know, the South would welcome these people. Y'all should be right here in the South. Y'all are ready to defend slavery. And I know that you guys aren't truly defending it. But something in this topic, because it happens in Vinland Saga, it's happening now. It happens every time someone gets mad about slavery. Y'all are ready to calm the outrage. And it's like, what motivates you to be that passionate against people who are uncomfortable with slavery? I'm gonna end this video with this. 2 points. Please listen, 2 points. The first point, you guys know of World War II, and there was a group of people that were persecuted, wiped out, gas, every type of atrocious act happened to that particular group of people. And I'm watching media with said people right here next to me, and I see a large group of people just get wiped out because they didn't look like the rest of the people. And that demographic is next to me and they're outraged. I'm not gonna look at them and say, why the hell are you outraged? That doesn't make sense. They're clearly at war, and it just makes sense to get rid of that group, you know, for whatever BS reason you come up with. I don't know. I just wouldn't even bother. I would just watch them. Like, damn, I feel that, man. After everything that happened to your people, I feel that. Be mad. Especially if I watch them get mad and then get over it and say, you know what, damn it, I guess they had to wipe everybody out. It sucks for everything that I've experienced or know about my own history, but damn, it just hurts seeing that happen again. But damn, I understood why they had to do it. And after they say they understood why they had to do it, my ass gets up and tells them exactly what they already know. They have a right to be outraged, or it should be expected to be outraged due to their demographic. And if you understand the characters so well, why don't you understand real people as well? Which is often my problem in anime community comments. It's like, yo, Mushoku Tensei of all isekai that I've watched is heavily character, story, and real life based. Where you talk about character and motivations. Truly understanding individuals is really heavy in the show, but you guys only do it on fictitious characters, and you don't really do it on real people. A black man in America and a white man in America might have a different reaction to slavery in the same moment. It just makes sense. It doesn't mean that I expect the other person to be okay with it. They just may not be outraged. But damn, that they might be watching it like this. Damn, that sucks. Good thing we outlawed that and good thing we outlawed that in these parts. Cause boy, I tell you, man, that's an awful inconvenience, boy. But you know what? Every now and then you gotta get you one of them. They picked that cotton, and that cotton was cheap back in the day, boy. I tell you, man, I know it's wrong, but that cotton was cheap. That might be the response. And mine would be like, God dang it, great grandfather went into the same exact situation. This sucks. This is outrageous. I said a joke, man. That was my 17%. I just like doing it. You know, obviously, not all y'all think that way. But it's funny. I think it's funny. We'll see if I get away with it. I have to lower my voice because there's people around me. They're like, what's this boy thinking? Such a fun accent to work with. Anyways, what's my next part I was going to? Okay, last part. The part was, you guys should be okay with it. What do you expect them to do? That was normal in those time periods, so they should just accept it. Could you imagine if Martin Luther King just said, well, I had a dream, but I'm not going to exercise my dream because this is the way things are. So I'm just going to let it go. On about my merry way. What would have happened? If Rosa Parks had said, you know what? I'm going to get myself up right now. That's actually the wrong accent. I actually don't know how Rosa would talk, but I'm going to get up right now because this is the way things are. See, no. People realized that this wasn't the way things should be, and they resisted it. Shout out to my people up north, right there in New York, Brooklyn. It was like, the South was doing what? For cotton? Nah, that don't sit right with me. Nah, if them boys run up here, we're gonna let them be free. We're not gonna give them jobs, nothing. We're not gonna make them equal to us. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. But I'm not gonna have them pick no cotton up here in the north. Mind you, there was no cotton. It's an industrial area. It's part of the political reasons why they were not okay with slavery like the South was, because the South literally relied on it as a business model and the North just didn't. And you see, that's the true lesson to also think about is it's not even 100% that people just accepted it as the way of life. It was, this is beneficial to my way of life. Some look the other way. I promise you, if the North was benefiting from slavery like the South was, that revolution would have took a bit longer. But between the North versus the South, politically, because I believe even the political parties were more like North versus South, not like discombobulated like today's maps, right? It's more of a North versus South thing. It's like, yo, let's take out their economy and really get control of this country. We don't need them for slave work. We got industrial work. We'll just pay people a penny, but we don't need to make them slaves. Pay them a penny. Capitalism is its own form of slavery in a way. Not that I have a better system. I just kind of acknowledge it that way. You get a whole lot of money up top and you pay these people as little as possible. There's nothing they can do about it, but at least they're free. So the North didn't have an economic model that relied on it. So they just let it be. Again, that's why there's no need to talk to me about, yeah, slavery was legal in the United States and Russia. Respectfully. Now, I don't know everything about slavery. I could have said a whole bunch of controversial things just now, and you guys are going to correct me, and that's fine. This is history. This is facts. I'm ready to be proven wrong on this. This matters to be wrong on. So, to end my video, the only thing that was bothering me is that you guys are bothered about us being bothered. And it's very loud group of minorities. Speaking of minorities. And I'm like, where is that passion against people that are against slavery coming from? I want to know. I want to know what makes you right. I want to know what makes you prejudice. No, let me stop. I want to know. If you can understand Rudy, you can understand me. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Oh, one more thing. Back to the fact that you see that argument that I posted and a lot of people are not listening, but they all have an opinion. That's how a lot of arguments and disputes happen. It's because you guys are just arguing and saying things, not listening to each other, and then you go and argue now, the other person's not listening to you, and no one realizes that you guys actually agree on the facts. Like, listen, then respond. Listen, read, digest, respond. Listen, read, digest, respond. Do it with me now. Listen, read, digest, respond. Listen, read, digest, respond. You guys heard it first from the YaBoyRocklee channel. I'm out this mug. I'm gonna go work out. It's another thing someone was telling me that we need to work out. I work out every goddamn day. I'm just older. My metabolism is slowing down. And I eat well. The thing is, I'm not even overweight because of fast food and McDonald's. I eat rice and chicken. Good rice and good jerk chicken every day, all the time. That's what I'm big on. I'm active on Twitter. I'm active on Instagram. I look forward to connecting with y'all. I'm out this mug.